Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. We fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom. And to keep
On this episode of Cigars and Sea Stories, Bennett and Mike sit down to talk about Motrin and like medical stuff in general. I say we call it the Combat Lifesaver episode.
I guess it could be.
It's like self-aid, buddy aid. You know?
Yeah, it's basically use Motrin and foot powder.
Well, and like for the listening audience, who, by the way, can follow us on Facebook at Cigars and Sea, every once in a while, Bennett and I just we just like sit down and say, like, what are we going to do?
What are we going to talk about?
How is your life?
And so here's how tonight went. Hey, buddy, I'm ready. This is a text. Eddie.
Right.
Fucking Mike's like, I'm ready. I said, originally I was like, just text me when you're ready.
Right.
Because I'm literally sitting in the love sack, like taking a nap. Right. Just waiting for Mike to put the kids to bed. So, and then he texts me with, dude, I'm ready.
I'm ready to do this.
And then he goes, hold on. We sit down and we get on Skype. We're all set. And he goes, hold on. I got to go get some pills. This fucking comes back. He goes, it's Motrin. My back seized up just sitting in his chair because he sits in this like plastic fucking card chair because it doesn't make any noise.
Right. Dude, I've tried everything. I have a really nice chair that I like read and write in.
But you're like an infant, so you fucking spin around in it and shit.
Right. No. Yeah, I do that. I do that.
So he goes, yeah, I had to take some Motrin because my back's all fucked up. And I'm like, and then he goes, well, we could do our episode on Motrin. And I'm like, sounds good, Mike. And then and then all of a sudden you hear, all right, we're ready in 3, 2. On this episode of Cigars and Sea Stories, Mike and Bennett sit down to talk about Motrin and all kinds of other shit.
That was a full blown.
That was badass, right?
Behind the scenes,
motherfuckers are dying laughing.
That was a play-by-play
because that was so fucking ridiculous.
That's our lives. Shit. Dude, I am a 30-year-old man, for Christ's sake. I shouldn't feel like this. The fuck is going on? I feel like I'm bouncing around in a full kit right now.
Right, no shit.
You know what it is?
I've moved on from Motrin. I don't take Motrin anymore. I take Naproxen. Naproxen, sodium, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I take Percocet through the nose.
Which is Aleve.
Oh.
That shit rocks it out for me. It's because otherwise I have to take like 48 pills a day.
Yeah. No, well, I take a handful of Motrin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The wife's like, how many do you want? A handful.
3 or 4.
And she's like, what's a handful? And I'm like, well, you take your fingers and you put them out and there's 5 of them. So just do 5.
Right.
Do 5 of those.
4 or 5.
She's like, my liver would seize if I did that. And I'm like, my back will seize if I don't.
Milligrams.
Yeah,
Whatever.
You're good. That should buff out. No, not 1,000 milligrams.
Well, 5 is 1,000.
I don't know.
It is 200 times 5.
Yeah.
It's because
it's 1,000 milligrams.
I get the 800 jobbies from
the
VA, but I don't take them anymore. So
yeah, Advil, I take that shit. That works. Aleve works.
That's Motrin Advil.
Yeah.
So I take Aleve instead. And Aleve for me works better because I'm all fucked up. Yeah. Because I'm like 10 years older than you are.
I used to take Flexerol. I used to eat that shit babe. Like it was fucking candy. I used to oh dude, I had to ration it though. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta, it's not even like your prescription. Like fuck your prescription. You've got to go, you got to ration that beyond your prescription. Like because we're talking about the inverse of like abusing this thing, okay? These are gold, all right? So it's like, man, this shit really hurts. Like, do I want to use this yet? Am I there?
Right.
Am I there? And then by the time you are there, you're like, I could use like 3 of those fuckers. But if you did, you would drool for like now, 6 hours.
Flexerol doesn't work for me.
What do you mean? Like,
it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Oh yeah, it just numbs me out.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it doesn't do shit to me.
So you're unaffected by Flexerol?
Yeah, I'm one of those people. It's weird.
See,
so
like,
is my wife.
If I gave like my sister-in-law 3 Flexerol, she would die. She would turn into Gumby, and then she would die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Her like the breathing and
right.
heart would like just stop.
Right. Meanwhile, Bennett's like, nope, not gonna phase me. You put
Crush
3 of those
bitch
things.
Up like Coke. I'll snort it. It'll do nothing. Yeah, no, it's weird. So like when I had really bad back pain, like with spasms and stuff, like they would prescribe me Flexerol. I'd be like, yeah, okay, no, not working. Like I'd be in the emergency room or some shit like an hour later, like, no, that shit didn't do shit.
Yeah.
So finally they ended up having to give me diazepam, which is like Valium, basically.
Yeah.
And that shit is awesome.
Yeah.
And don't they use diazepam for like other shit? Like,
yeah, motion sickness.
No, that's
I'm just fucking with you.
But doesn't like diazepam, doesn't like snipers or some shit take that?
Oh, I don't know. In order to stay
like
still
completely
or something.
calm down. Like
I don't know.
Small low dose or something. I don't
know.
Or is that just a video game?
That's fucking high speed. That's some Metal Gear Solid shit right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's some Snake. Shit. That's some Snake Plissken shit right there. You're bringing it back. You're either gonna take that or you're gonna smoke a cigarette, but it's gonna drop a little bit of your health.
That's a name I haven't heard for a while.
Snake Plissken? Dude, Escape from New York popped up on Netflix. Oh my god. Same character. A lot of people don't know that. What's that?
But that bitch wasn't taking Motrin.
Right? He's like, what is this bullshit? No, he's probably taking cortisone shots or some shit.
He's sprinkling that shit on his Cheerios.
Dude, I'll tell you what I tried. There was this there's this guy that I might wind up, I don't know, doing future business development with or something like that, but he's got these magnets and all sorts of stuff, like magnetized products, I guess you could say.
Right.
But he has a magnet massager where it's an oscillator inside. Frankly, it looks like a lady massager. But
it looks like a lady tool.
Right. But it's, because it's about 4 inches and it's got the curved phallic appeal to it. It's like a little lightsaber. But I tell you what, that thing, you rub it around, across the shoulders and the back and stuff like that. And what it does is it relaxes the tension within it.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of different things that are going on.
Now, what does it feel like, though? Like what? I mean, unlike a dick, what does it actually feel like? Like when you put it on your skin?
Oh yeah, no, it feels
vibrate.
Yeah, vibrates. It's a powerful vibrating massager that has oscillating magnets that are inside of it. I don't understand necessarily the full blown technology. I just kind of got a demo on it. But yeah, you just rub it around.
Sex toy.
Right, it looks like a sex toy. It's
basically a sex toy that they're trying to like market as a oscillating magnetic massager.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they're trying. I mean, like, the company's been around since 1994. So the guy's just kind of like, yeah, man, I can relax your back. Check this out. And, and at first I'm like, holy shit.
Well, when he pulled it out, though, you were probably like, whoa, you better put that thing away.
Right. Why does that not have a dummy cord on it? Is what I thought. I was like, that needs a lanyard. That's honestly what I thought. I was like, you need a lanyard on that. Wait, that looks like a vibrator. It is a vibrator. I mean, it is. But it's, I was standing up, not lying down or anything else like that. I was standing up and over, like, just kind of like rubbing it over the shirt.
Doing manly stuff.
Doing manly things. It's not like we were oiling each other up in the locker room or anything. I was in a parking lot, and it worked, and I could feel that it worked. And then I could feel
oiling up to do some like Turkish wrestling or something.
Right. You want to oil up and do some Kegels? What
are those?
Think you do.
Did you ever see that shit?
What?
That wrestling where they literally like it's I think they do it in Turkey.
Shut the front gate. This is a real thing.
Oh, where they literally like oil up, and they wear like these. It's almost like yeah, it's kind of like sumo.
Yeah, they're like. Well, I know the Turkish,
but they straight up oil up, bro.
Yeah,
or maybe it's like Kazakhstan or fucking Uzbek. One of the stands.
Yeah,
it might be that. It might be one of the stands.
Yeah,
but they straight up oil up with like, I don't know what the fuck they use, but holy fuck,
rubbing keels on this in the shower every fucking
day. It's fucking whacked out. It's fucking weird. I was like, whoa, wait.
You ever done a Turkish bath?
Oh fuck yeah, those things are the bomb, bro.
I've never done one.
I did it in Budapest.
In Budapest.
Buddha and Pest. We are the old city and the new city run by the Danube in between. Budapest.
That's one.
Awesome, bro. It's actually Turkish. It's actually Roman baths left over from when Budapest was part of the Roman Empire.
Right.
And then later on the Ottomans came in and took that shit over, but very bathing was a big thing in obviously both those cultures. So
it's like,
dude, awesome.
It's just, it's weird. I look at it like an alternative form of medicine. Same thing with any form of massage, which, I mean, like, sounds weird, but in wrestling, one of the best things ever is I hate the name of this.
This is so gay.
It's called a rub out.
So gay.
And it is part of practice. It's like in the beginning, you run your warm-ups, and then you're on the mat and you do a couple of spin drills or whatever.
Right.
And so your blood's flowing. And then lay down and
where's your blood flowing?
Right. There you go. Hey, which you got to keep in mind. Usually, you're in like full track suit with your hood up. Right. Trying actively to sweat and cut weight.
Right.
And so then you lay down, and of course, wrestling's a difficult sport. I mean, you get sore muscles and everything else. So and you would think like a rub out.
You got one of those magnet things.
Right. And then they bend you over the pole vault mat. So you lay down kind of like starfished out and lay your head, whatever, but you're on your stomach, and you would think rub out would be like a shoulder rub chain or something like. Yeah, that's not how this goes.
Right.
You're throwing an elbow or a knee into the middle of the knot. And then it's like, breathe in, breathe out, wham! And just trying to get all of that shit, all of that lactic acid, whatever, to release out of the muscle.
Right.
And it is fucking painful. But at the same time, afterwards, you're like, all right, now I'm not sore. And then stretch, do whatever. Practice and biggity bow.
So I had at the same bath. All right. So where I stayed was this hotel called the Thermal. And when I say it's called the Thermal, I mean, it really was the name of the hotel, but it's literally because it's like on top of a thermal bath type thing. So the water is literally heated by the earth, not.
That's awesome.
Not by some like, you know, coal-fired fucking oven or whatever. It's literally heated by the earth. So it was, I think the water was like a natural, like 102.
Perfect.
Like perfect. Right? Because you get any higher than like 104, that shit's fucking hot, bro.
Right.
Like too hot. Like, get into a hot 102 is perfect. So you get in there and it was just like, dude, it's like a scene out of Vikings. Did you ever watch that show at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
So, you know, you've got the freaking, yeah, dude, it was awesome. Fantastic freaking thing. And you could just literally sitting there almost all day, especially as a hotel guest. And then you could do like, they had a spa too. So you could do like massages or, you know, other freaking things. But I got a massage. Well, little did I know that this massage was going to be given by this gigantic fucking Hungarian dude, right? Who looked like a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
Had hands that looked like bunches of bananas, bro.
Like Lana Kane.
Just giant hands.
That's fantastic.
Like I felt like Jack Black in that one movie where he yells at Tony Robbins, like, "Get off me, banana hands." Holy shit, bro.
Shallow
this
Hell.
Dude was like,
that was a good movie.
Homeboy was like 6'3", 6'4", a good 300 plus. But I have to say, at the end of the day, like the best massage I've ever had. Like, you know, like these little, I mean, without the happy ending, obviously.
Right. No.
So there might have been, you know, some other massages that were good back in my past, but you know, like 120-pound chick, it just doesn't work.
Well, there are, okay.
You know what I mean? Because I had a real like Swedish massage in Israel when we were on R&R before. And I mean, this was completely legit. Chick's a massage therapist, brought her own table, like legit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was cool. It was good. But this motherfucker, and we'll call him Boris. I thought at points he was going to like rip my arms off and shit. Like Fessick. Rip his arms off, Fessick. You know? Like Andre the Giant give me a fucking massage. But, oh my God, bro. Just worked it out. And I was like, okay, I feel great. Couldn't walk for 2 days. But it was awesome. So it was fucking cool. The only other place I really want to go, so you bring up the Turkish bath. The one place I want to go do like a bath thing is in Iceland, in Reykjavik, or I don't know if it's in Reykjavik, but it's outside the Blue Lagoon.
Yes.
Where they've got those
multiple pools, right?
Yeah, it's a heated, you know, just like that thermal heated, but it's full of like salt, like Epsom salts, but the natural occurring salt. But they're like blue. It's like fucking neon blue. So if you've heard of it, awesome. If not, check that shit out on Google.
Yeah.
That is a place that like my wife and I want to go. That's like a bucket list thing.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool. Yeah, dude. You're talking massage, and the one time that I had a little Thai chick. She was like 105 pounds, maybe.
Right.
Little old lady. And
yeah, I had one of those ladies like walk on my back.
Yes.
Fucking crazy.
Yes. Shit. So they walk you in, and it's not like a traditional, you know, massage table kind of a thing. I mean, it's a massage table, but it's not wicked fancy or anything.
No.
And so you go, This was in LA. A former business partner and I were out there. We were doing something and decided to go in and get massages and go into this room. And they've got the bar on the ceiling. I'm like, the fuck is that about?
Fall down, right?
Which I saw Charlie's Angels when they're, doing that shit, whatever. And I'm like, this is for real. And oh man, she would like rock back and forth in between your hip.
Yeah, man.
Right on the sciatic, and then where the knot is up in the shoulder, and just like pump all of that. Oh, it was fantastic. And at one point, she was doing this, and the same hip that she's doing it to, she had my ankle curled up, bam, and was rocking back, just like, just like this woman's killing me. But the shit was popping and cracking, and it was amazing.
Fantastic.
Just, you're getting a 20 for a tip after this. Let me tell you what, you are an awesome little old Thai lady.
Little old Thai lady. I don't touch you unless you tip me first.
Dude, just cracked me all over the place. Dude, there's not a chiropractor in the world who could do what that woman did.
No.
Bam, bam, bam. Oh. It's always like you do that when you're on vacation, and then you get the flight home. And you're like, fuck. I should have done this at home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I know,
fly
man.
there, get back, bam, massage.
So one of the coolest parts about living where I live, which you know the place, but you've never like been to the place. I mean, you've been there, but you've never like indulged in some of the awesomeness of ClearPath. So ClearPath for Veterans is a charity in the Syracuse, New York area. So they have a wellness program that they run, and they bring in massage therapists, acupuncturists, people that do polarity and Reiki and a couple different more holistic medical type things, treatments. And veterans can sign up for these treatments, and it's completely free. Well, they do massages like, I don't know, a few times a month, usually on Mondays. And so Danielle and I for a while, we were going once a month and getting massages because they also service veteran spouses.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit was the bomb, man. The bomb. Once a month massage. And then I'd go like Tuesdays and get acupuncture done so my neck isn't so fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I've never tried that.
It's it either works for you or it doesn't. For me, it works great when I have it done.
Mm-hmm.
For the next few weeks, I just feel awesome. Problem is I never follow up.
Oh yeah.
And like get another treatment until it's fucked up again.
Right.
Right. Unfortunately. I don't know why. It's just the way it works out.
Yeah. Well, then it's like, God, you know how when you're operating or whatever, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, you got to suck it up and continue on with the patrol. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
I was always the guy where I didn't like taking a knee. I would rather squat down and
you get that good stretch.
Yeah. And you've got the pack on your lower back at that point, and I usually ride the pack way up high on my shoulders. So at that point, I rest it on my lower back, take some stress off the shoulders, whatever, and then continue on with the patrol,
Yep.
And that same mentality is with me to where I could be sitting at a desk writing on a laptop, and I'm like, this is actively fucking me up. Like, I am in pain right now. And I'm like, all right, I gotta relax. I gotta, adjust, maybe but you can't stop your battle rhythm, so to speak, right? Even in your day to day and what you're doing. And it's weird because now I'm supposed to have control over that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to be able to do the whole, how do I put it? Like remember that the timing every 25 minutes you take like a 2-minute break or whatever.
Yeah. The Pomodoro.
Yeah. You know, like I still haven't worked in any of these other good
Which
things.
I laugh at because Pomodoro is still a pasta sauce.
Right. That's all that I think of is tomato sauce.
Right. Exactly.
I think of the tomato sauce.
That's an actual app.
Yeah. But I bring it up though because
do you still have the standing desk?
Yeah, I've had the Veridesk. Which I love working at the Veridesk and it's great, but I find myself rocking back and forth or being on one foot or the other, and then my hips get out and all sorts of shit, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta sit down, do whatever, I'm hitting a laptop.
Do you have a Swiss ball?
Yes. But I don't use it like that. Once
in a while I sit on that at work.
I don't use it like that because I'm too fucking gangly. And then I'll like sit on it like it's a motorcycle. But we talked about this earlier. Okay, if I'm on a swivel chair, I'm like swinging back and forth and playing with the arms and stuff. I do it all the time. And then if I'm on a gigantic bouncy ball, yeah, right. Yeah. I went and saw it. Well, see, they also make the ones where you can set it right. They make the bases where you can it's got wheels on it. So you can set it right in the base. Oh, yeah.
And then it's like a regular office chair type thing. And Brian Knapp, our buddy Brian Knapp, uses one of those at work.
Nice.
And I haven't bought a base, but I just have the regular ball and I sit on that quite often. Or I have the desk that raises and lowers at work. I used to have one of those. I don't at the job I have right now, but I might have to request one. But they have them where they literally go up and down. Hey man, accommodation. Just saying.
I feel you.
Sometimes you got to use it. So if you can't sit at your desk and write notes and do your fucking job because your shit's in pain, and guess what? I'm over sucking it up. So I do shit that makes it so, because I don't have to. I just do, I stand or I walk around or I go take a break because I can, right? And it's not like I'm in the field fucking sucking it up. Fuck that. I think that's an issue with veterans nowadays too, that dudes just suck it up still and they don't have to.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're a pussy. Doesn't mean you're a pussy.
I think we don't know the how.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So it's not that you're a pussy or anything. You just have to. It's quality of life at this point.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Is it's like, okay, so I thought about trying Tai Chi.
Okay.
Right, just going and maybe learning that shit. You know, I don't want to wear slippers to the park and have my wife follow me wherever I go.
You want those fucking slippers with the toes.
I'm already rocking the Birkenstocks.
The two-toe slippers.
Badass. The two-toe, the ninja slips is what I call
them. Yeah, the ninja slippers. I mean, I have the 5 fingers, but there's something about those ninja slippers, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Ninja slips for the nips. Be offended. You guys lost. All right. So, yeah. I'd be out there with my Birkenstocks doing Tai Chi in the fucking park. But I thought about doing more yoga, which is cool. And if you do the P90X yoga, that shit is an ass kicker.
I'll tell you actually what's a really good program, believe it or not, is that DDP yoga. Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler guy.
Shut the front gate.
I shit you not, dude. I shit you not. I'm not even kidding. Tried it. It fucking smoked me. And it was fucking good. It was pretty cool. Hey, if you haven't watched it, watch, because you watch Netflix.
Yeah.
There is a Jake the Snake documentary. That's what it's about. It's about DDP basically rescuing Jake the Snake from his own crack cocaine addiction using yoga, this DDP yoga.
What?
No,
That's
dude, how have you not
awesome.
heard of this?
No.
And Scott Hall as well.
No.
The guy that played the Razor Ramon dude.
Why would I have heard of this?
I don't know, because
why?
I don't know.
Because
I thought I brought it up to you before.
WWE super fan.
Shut your mouth.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, that was a while ago. So
I don't fucking watch that stuff, man.
But you know who these guys are.
Yes.
So unfuck yourself and watch this fucking.
I will now.
Documentary.
See, I'm a nerd. I love a good documentary. What can I say?
The one critique I do have of this DDP yoga thing is he doesn't have it really available for digital download. You still have to like buy discs, or you have to be a member of the app and pay like monthly. So there's no like in between, where I would love to just like buy it for like $49.95 and download the shit onto my computer or onto whatever, so I can like stream that shit instead of having like, because I mean I do have a Blu-ray player, DVD player, but I can't take that shit with me if I'm on the road. You know what I mean? Man. That's all I'm saying. I can't play a disc in my motherfucking Mac.
I'm just picturing you in a hotel room doing DDP yoga.
I rock out
just
yoga,
like stretch it out. You know,
yoga.
I don't know.
Good shit. I can tell you, if I didn't do yoga at this point, I'd barely be able to fucking walk.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. See, like, so I enjoy the yoga and all of that other stuff, but it's not giving me everything that I need. You know what I mean? And there's something about this idea of Tai Chi to where I'm like, okay, if I center my chi, I'm going to be able to fuck more shit up. You know what I mean? It's like that warrior ethic of it. You know,
there's like some kind of, yes, I got
you. Know, I'm doing the hand thing, like the reverse, like the yin yang. Like, you know, I was thinking, so I was watching Iron Fist, a little Kung Fu Panda, and I'm like, this chi thing's making sense. Like, this resonates with me because I'm within the warrior shit. Right now. It's right. And I'm like, dude, those pandas got chi in lockdown. So it's like, whoa, you know.
Does Liam like Kung Fu Panda?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, that's fucking funny, dude.
Oh,
those movies are actually funny as shit.
Yeah.
I think they're coming, what are they, on 2? They're coming out with a 3rd one now, I think.
Yeah.
See, you can tell we have kids.
Oh, definitely. Dude, I watched that movie Kobu earlier.
Kobu. That movie's no joke.
He was not into it. He was kind of like, he wasn't ready for that.
Really? Not ready for it?
He didn't understand.
You know what I've been I've been forced to watch Moana about 14 times.
Oh God. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, dude, but The Rock is see what's up with the wrestling thing all of a sudden. The freaking Dwayne Johnson, The Rock is the main. He's one of the main characters in it.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty good movie though.
Yeah.
It's Disney.
Dwayne Johnson has separated himself from the herd as far as that's concerned.
Not really, because he shows up on WWE every once in a while.
I get that.
Shit, but
like, okay, John Cena is a really good dude. Awesome human being.
Does a shit ton for veterans too.
Ton for veteran. He is the #1 requested Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Isn't that crazy? It's fucking John Cena, bro.
And like, I'm sure if he had the right director, the right producer, everything, he could probably get out there in a bigger way. But like, John Cena and Dwayne Johnson, as far as actors are concerned, Dwayne Johnson is a recognizable actor with like a portfolio of acting gigs.
What do you mean? The Marine wasn't good enough for you?
Right. It wasn't good enough? Let's try this again. Marine 2. No, still Marine 3. Like, come on, people. You know,
it's fucking horrible.
Why are we doing this right now? It's like, you know, I look at Seagal, for instance. Man, this episode took a turn. I look at Seagal, who probably has back problems and takes a lot of Motrin.
Probably takes a lot of Motrin. Tries to rub that shit on his hair to get his hair back, bro.
Which, is he a veteran? I know that he was sheriff.
No, he's not. No.
Okay. So...
No. You would think so, but he's not.
It just, you know, it's like... Well, that took just a completely different turn. It's just every once in a while, you catch a really good one. Many of them not so much. You know what I mean? It's whatever. You know what? I bet Dwayne Johnson would recommend a good rub out. I bet he's got a good.
Well, let's bring it back. So we went down this road because of DDP yoga. So that shit is legit. All right. And
I gotta try Tai Chi because maybe that'll relax. Maybe all of that weird stress shit that I got.
Well, it also allows you to like become one with like the energy and stuff, and
I like that.
Yeah, so
I like it. It's
kind of like active meditation.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool shit if you can get it done. If you can do it right.
I needed to fucking do some goddamn yoga last night when I came out of the field. This is a story for another episode, but I killed a turkey yesterday.
I know, I saw that shit.
And, yeah, my back was hurting when I got home. I'm going out tomorrow morning. It's happening.
Smoking clay pigeons with a fucking 9mm.
Yes. True story.
That's not really for this episode either, but...
I shot... It took me 5 rounds to shoot a clay pigeon out of the air with a 9mm full metal jacket.
So let me ask you a question. Road marching. 20 miler. Get about halfway. Do you leave the socks on or do you change them out?
Oh, I leave them on the whole time. I only change if it was like one of those mandatory things.
Right. Foot powder, sock change.
I wasn't a big foot powder guy.
I was.
If I did a sock change on a hump, I changed my dress socks and usually kept my whites on.
Right.
If they weren't. Because if they were dry, dude, I was humping 29 palms.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, usually I'm going there for the foot powder part.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I'll tell you what I did.
No, I wouldn't. I would not. Because if I took my boots off, I probably wouldn't be able to get them back on.
Right.
So I never.
Oh, they swelled right up.
Never took them off.
I had flip flops. I had flip flops waiting in the car.
Oh, of course, we all
post hump kind of thing.
Most of us did.
I'll tell you what I did because we were talking like every once in a while. Right, I would take Motrin before we went on a hump.
Right,
but out on a hump, what I would do is, and a lot of guys have done this, I'm sure, you sit on the bottom edge of the pack and lay back to where your shoulders kind of go over top, and usually I could get a good crack, and this is terrible, I could get a good crack if I got my back just right on my E-tool. You know how it's got that little...
Yeah, man. I got
like
you.
How do you put it? Like that little trough in the middle. My spine would fit right in there, and I could roll back on my shoulder blades and just.
It's like a chiropractic adjustment right in the middle of the hump.
Oh yeah.
So now you're back. Did you fuck it up, or did it just? Is this from like wear and tear? Did you have like an actual injury?
No, it's from wear and tear.
Wear and tear. See, I had an actual injury. It's why my back and my pelvis are fucked up because I basically had a controlled fall out of a helicopter.
Oh, that sucks.
That we've never talked about, really.
That sucks.
Actually, it was at Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. We were rappelling out of helicopters, just fucking training.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, full combat load. Bennett's big ass didn't really want to stop.
It just
so I threw I'm putting my brake hand back. Not not working so good. Slam right down on my mountain ruck. Just fucking boop, did a little bounce. Fucking horrible, bro.
Yeah. No,
and that's one of those things where it's like, should I actually say that I probably need to go to the fucking hospital right now, or do I just suck it up? And I just sucked it up because the next thing I know, we ran off the freaking thing, and we throw our packs off, right?
Right.
And the same bird that we just fucking repelled out of, the HRST master pulls up the freaking, they cut the load on the ropes, drop those down, they spun around, and the next thing I know, they're coming in with a fucking spy line. We're hooking up and freaking going for a flight.
Oh my God.
And my back was fucking fucked up.
Oh my God, dude. That's so fucked. That's nuts.
Hooking up and just going. And I have pictures of this, and I cannot for the life of me. I think they got sucked into the
black hole.
Yeah, the black hole that was my old storage unit where my paddle went and everything else got sucked in. But I had these pictures. Do you remember the disposable cameras?
Of course. That's
I had
what
one
I
of
took
those
overseas on the first 2 tours.
Because I had one of those, and I was at the bottom of the line, and I was snapping pictures up. Now we were doing this with a SOAR pilot from the 170th Special Operations air fuckers from the Army Special Operations Air Wing guys.
Right, yeah.
That flew the Nighthawk, Blackhawks, whatever. And they were our air for this. There was a JTF-6 mission out there. So we were just fucking around one day, and they were like, let's go do some rappelling and spying and fast roping and all that shit. So I was taking pictures from the bottom, and like all my teammates were up above me on the line, and you could see the fucking Blackhawk. It was fucking badass, these pictures, and I really wish I could find them.
You broke your back for those pictures.
Pretty much.
And a little bit of pelvis.
Yeah, so basically now my pelvis, I always have to, I go to the chiropractor, and I probably need like surgery or some shit, but I go to the chiropractor and they like adjust me. Literally I go weekly because my pelvis just is out of whack. But if I get adjusted every week, I can go about 2 weeks. And if over 2 weeks, I start hurting pretty bad. But then I go to the chiropractor again and I'm good to go. Yeah. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I basically fell out of a helicopter. Yeah, it was fun.
Poor bastard.
It was fucking crazy, bro.
Dear God. Well, let's wrap this thing up. I'm sure that you folks have your own horrific stories about breaking your back and otherwise. That's kind of, where it went. Like a handful of Motrin.
Yeah, everyone's got
Jim
their stories.
Beam,
sure.
Maybe just smoke the biggest blunt you've ever seen.
Well,
lay in your waterbed.
Best thing when you came, but since we talked about the hump and being in pain. Did you come out of that, or remember when you would hump out of the field?
Oh, God, yeah.
All right, so we'd hump out of the field. Nothing better than 2 like Coronas and getting in the fucking steaming hot shower, bro.
Oh, God,
and if you've never done this, you must.
And do it with a lime.
Yeah, and if you've never done it, do it quickly and get into a steaming hot shower after you're out working in the yard one day. Take a shower, drink a cold beer in the shower. That shit's like magic. And cue the music.
I do need to thank the sponsors.
Yeah, you probably do.
All right. Thank you so much to Spartan Media for the beautiful website. Heroes Media Group. You guys rock. Veteran Podcast Network. Got a whole variety of shows on there. Also, huge fan huge thank you to LifeLit Media for all of the PR support, as well as social media. You guys are kicking ass and taking names. Much obliged. Veteranslist.us, Will Amos, Rick Yost, they each did an episode on Cigars and Sea Stories. They're good people. If you guys...
Will's the bomb. Just helped me line up a speaker for a friend of mine.
Nice.
Vietnam vet. Bad shit.
Hell
awesome. Yeah. Good job, Will.
I'm going to be doing some stuff later. We'll talk offline. All right. So anyway, veteranslist.us. If you are a veteran-owned business and you would like to get a featured membership on there, you can do so at 50% off by entering discount code Cigars and Sea. Again, that's Cigars and Sea for a 50% off featured membership on veteranslist.us, which, by the way, they just did a website change. So you guys should check that out.
Yeah, it looks good too.
It does. It looks really good on mobile, which is key for me.
Absolutely.
As I'm sure for everybody. But, all right, Broheen, do your war cry.
Yeah.
No, not your, not your old face.
Oh, that's what it sounded like when I hit the ground.
Oh, that's a badass photo. Click. Click.
There's always a price to doing high-speed, low-drag shit.
Click.
That's it.
Bennett in deuce gear with a broken back and an Atlas
Holy
pack.
fuck, bro. It's crazy. Ugh. Old school H harness.
And on
nothing
that
like it.
We cue the music.
Our flag unfurled to every breeze, from dawn to setting.